Rabbitohs star Latrell Mitchell and forward Jacob Horst had to be separated by teammates after a fiery tussle during a contact session at South Sydney training. The Daily Telegraph reported Mitchell and Horst were involved in a heated altercation at training as tensions boiled over in a spirited training drill. Playing in the defensive unit, Horst appeared to take exception to a fend from Mitchell, who was carrying the ball as the South Sydney second rower attempted a tackle. Stream every game of every round of the 2022 NRL Telstra Premiership season live and ad break free during play on Kayo. New to Kayo. Try 14 days free now. You've just got to be careful. 222. The South's teammates then wrestled and squared up with a push and shove back and forth before utility Siliva Havili and assistant coach Steve Antonelli came between Mitchell and Horst to dissolve the situation. Rabbitohs coach Jason Demetriou told the Sydney Morning Herald that his players are just keen for the season to kick off and suggested that the moment between Horst and Mitchell was blown out of proportion. It's round one, the boys are excited and they are getting physical, they are itching to play, he said. I hardly saw it. The disappointing part is it has made news because of the Latrell narrative. We've got two blokes going hard trying to get ready for the start of the season. There are no issues there. It's just a shame they didn't get the photos of the pair shaking hands and laughing with each other 2 minutes later. Players coming together in fiery contact sessions are common in the NRL, but it shows Mitchell is not about to temper his aggressive approach when he returns to the field. Mitchell recently vowed not to change his physical style on the field in the aftermath of his 2021 season-ending suspension for a high shot that broke former Roosters teammate Joey Mano's cheekbone and also ended his year. I'm competitive. I play flat out and that's what I love about myself. I take nothing from no one, Mitchell told the Daily Telegraph in a recent interview. More NRL news. NRL Legends final verdict. The 1% that could derail Panthers. Kevin's big reality check. Team tips. Shock star in mix to fill Munster void. Broncos fume at NRL over Reynolds. Ding. Dawn the Witch could be legend backs 36-year Eels best, and he's not the only one. Sheen step back. Tigers director wants accountability from Michael Maguire. Latrell Mitchell wrestles with Jacob Horst during a South Sydney Rabbitohs training. Source. I will keep playing the way I do. The 23-year-old fullback clearly is practicing what he preaches with his teammates at training ahead of his return from suspension in round 2. Get all the latest NRL news, highlights and analysis delivered straight with Fox Sports Sport Mail. Now, Latrell Mitchell fends off Jacob Horst in a heated push and shove. Source. Mitchell will return a week earlier than expected after he was successful in using the Indigenous All-Stars game as one of his match bans exploiting an NRL loophole. The Rabbitohs trained in atrocious conditions on Wednesday ahead of their season opener against the Broncos on Friday night at Suncorp Stadium. KFC Supercoach is back. You could win the holy grail of fantasy footy plus $50,000 cash. Play now.